Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. This is Hani Ismail from Planning Engineer website. In this lesson, actually it is interesting lesson. We will talk about team development. How many managers you feel that they are very good managers? I'm not talking about technical skills. I'm talking about team development and team management skills. On the other hand, you might face managers who you think they are very bad or they don't care about their teams. Whether you are a manager or you are a team member, you need to understand the team development stages in order to be sure that your team, or if you are part of the team, what is the best way to deal with in a construction project or even in any project. Once you are part of this project, you should understand team development stages. Project teams move through different stages of development. Understanding the stage of the team in its development help project managers support the project team and its growth. So normally we start by forming the team, then storming, then norming, performing, and adjourning. Don't worry if you don't understand these terms we are going to discuss in a minute. Forming. The project team first come together. Members get to know each other's names, position on the project team, skills sets, and other related background information. This might occur in the kickoff meeting or at the beginning of the project. You might ask yourself why I need to understand the stages of the team development. Let me tell you. You need to understand in which stage you are standing right now. If you are in the forming stage and you have upcoming tasks, you definitely would like to know that you are in the forming stage, so you are not expecting support or a great support or full support from your team because you don't know them yet. While if you are in the storming stage, while project team members complete for the position on the team, the phase is where people personalities, strengths and weakness start to come out. There might be some conflict or struggles as people figure out how to work together. Storming might go on for some time or pass relatively quickly. So if you are in the storming stage, you start counting on your team, but not yet 100% counting on your team. You know the positions, you know who is doing what, but you still don't know if they are good at what they are doing or not. Where you come to the norming stage, at this point, project team members know their places on the team and how they relate to an interface with all other members. They are starting to work together. There might be some challenges as work progresses, but these issues are resolving quickly and the project team moves into action. In this stage, you can count on your team, but you should consider the productivity because you are not in the peak of your team development. The peak will come in the performing stage. This is the mature project team stage. Project team that have been together for a while are able to work in a harmony. At this stage, you can 100% count on your team. So by working together, project team members accomplish more and produce a high quality product. So at this stage, you can say you can put deadlines with confidence because you know already your team members. The last stage of the project is adjourning. The project team completed the work and separates to work and getting things. Project team has formed good relationships. Some project team members might be sad about leaving the project team. So at this stage, we are telling everyone goodbye. We finished our project. So again, we start by forming, storming, norming, performing, and adjourning. These are the steps or team development stages. One more thing I would like to tell you is very interesting thing called XY theory. Douglas is American management professional. Actually, he came to us with a very interesting theory. This is the XY theory, presented in his book The Human Side of Enterprise in 1960. Imagine how old it is. But to be honest, it is still work till today. So what we have here in this XY theory, you might start thinking of your manager's attitude and start thinking of your attitude if you are a manager. Let's see how it works. Theory X assumption that the employees are disliking by natural. They dislike the work and then they will avoid it if it is possible. If you can see from its X, they refuse anything, so it is negative. Employees must be pressured, controlled, or direct to achieve organizational goals. Employees prefer to be directed, avoid responsibility, and have little ambition. Management primary role is to supervise and control employees. So in short, the theory X will assume that the employees are lazy by natural. They will escape from the work. You need to follow them step by step. On the other hand, the Y theory, work can be as natural as play and the rest if the conditions are favorable. What does it mean? It means that the employees are self-motivated and they seeking responsibilities. Employees are creative and capable of solving organizational problems. Management role is to facilitate and empower employees to achieve their full potentials. So in another word, theory X, the assumption that employees dislike work and lazy and they dislike responsibility. Theory Y, the assumption that employees like the work, they create responsibility, they are creative, they would like to work. So I met in my experience lot of managers who are definitely ex-managers. They think that without a continuous supervision, no one is going to work or to do anything. On the other hand, I met a few of Y managers. To be honest, when I deal with a Y manager, it gives for me more pressure than the ex-manager. Because the ex-manager, I will do for him whatever he asked for. But when you work in a Y theory, you are under additional factor, which is trust. The manager is trusting you, giving you the authority and expecting from you to do the job in a proper way. So in my opinion, and in my work also, I like to work in Y theory, not X theory. So the application of XY theory in project management to recognize individual differences within the team and adjust management style accordingly. We need to encourage employees' involvement and participation in decision-making processes. Raise a positive work environment and trust to enhance the collaboration and innovation. Remember, when we said that Douglas, the owner of XY theory, was a student of Abraham Maslow? One final thing in this lesson, let's talk about Maslow pyramids of needs. Have you ever heard about it? The Maslow's pyramid is very practical, although it was first came in old days by Abraham Maslow, who was an American physiologist who has created the Maslow hierarchy of needs. So let's see how it works in Maslow pyramids. We have some needs on top of each others. The main concept here that you cannot go to the second level or upper level without fulfilling the below level. We have here physiological needs, safety needs, love and belonging, esteem, self-actualization. Let's have a very quick look. Physiological needs in project management, it means that essential things like food, water, shelter, and sleep. If you don't have food by default and you are very hungry, you don't care a lot about your safety. You might go for a dangerous trip in order to find food if you don't have. So this is the concept that you need to fulfill this pyramid base in order to go up. When it comes to the project management, don't expect from your workers to be safe if they don't have food, water, or shelter. This is the point. In the safety also, don't expect that your employees or your workers will have some belonging and some credit to your company without feeling secure and safe. The final step, don't expect to have accomplishment or self-motivated without belonging needs. This includes the social connection, relationships, and sense of belonging. If they work only for money, they will not be proactive and they will not be innovating because they didn't pass this stage yet. You are welcome to do more research about Maslow's pyramids, but I'm giving you here the headlines only. Then don't expect the employees will be fully responsible unless they are pathing the esteem needs. The esteem needs will be like respect, recognition, and sense of accomplishment. That you need always to keep your workers and employees in this area who will self-actualization involving realizing one full potential, pursuing personal growth. Project manager create an environment that encourages innovation, creativity, and continuous learning. I know this is not the case in the most of the project management construction projects, but this is what science says. If you'd like to follow the science, then by understanding Maslow law as a project manager give you a bigger picture of your team needs and requirements. Once you make it easy for your team to achieve a step in the pyramid, you should think of the next step, or they will search for it in somewhere else. I hope you like this video. See you in the next one.